What's up, Otaku fam? We are the OtakuCouple Reactions here for the channel with some more spilled ink. We tried poster paints for the first time, a Ghibli style.
Hell yeah.
If you guys know anything about us, you know we love the Studio Ghibli films. We've watched them plenty of times at watch parties in our Discord server. It's been a good time. And we're here for all the long spilled ink videos because you guys seem to be enjoying it as well. So thank you guys for the continued support. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe. Every little bit helps. Check out our Patreon, link down below for full uncut reactions to TV shows, animes, and movies. Currently reacting to a bunch of new shows over there. A friend picked Vampire Dormitory. It's a
good time.
That's a show.
It's a great time.
And we just started 86 as of today. So
wait, don't you start it. Let the audience know that we're going to draw with them.
Eventually we're gonna draw.
Listen,
hello,
listen.
Emily.
Why'd you start it?
Hello, welcome to yet another episode of Spilled Ink with your host, Emily and Marichu.
Dynasty.
Bunch of goofballs.
Today, we are going
Good
to be
Lord.
working with a brand new medium that you and I have never worked with before in our lives. Ever.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
So-
honest, I've never
poster
heard of
paint.
this.
Yes, we are working with poster paint from the brand Knicker, and we
Knickers.
actually received these from Zen Plus, who was one of our very first sponsors.
Yep.
Zen Plus
Oh.
is an online marketplace that connects worldwide customers with Japanese sellers, and one of the things you can actually get are these poster paints. that
And
they
these
very
brushes.
and these brushes that they very kindly sent us.
This is like Christmas.
Yeah, it is.
So what
they have
is
a bunch of other
poster
supplies
paint?
on there as well. It's not just art. I believe they also have like figures, just a variety
Wow.
of Japanese goods.
Yeah, Japanese goods.
So they sent us these brushes, but I figured we might need like a more of a variety if we're working with backgrounds. So we have these brushes.
Oh.
But yeah, we will include a link to Zen Plus in our description, and there's also a promo code that we'll put right at the bottom over here. I can't think of it right now. But yeah, here's the promo code for Zen Plus. Thank you, Zen Plus, for sending these over to us so that we could actually have an episode
Actually, we
using
bought
these.
these.
Yeah, we
bought
got these. We got these poster color paper pads because,
because
I found out that paper matters a lot when
Yes.
it comes to,
I think a lot of artists are saying paper are more important than the actual material. So
which is that was surprising to
It's
me
true.
actually. If you would like your own set of Knicker poster colors, just head over to Zen Plus. And yeah,
who is
Yeah.
the
The-
man who comes to mind when you think of these poster paints.
exactly? Who is this man?
That would be Mr. Kazuo Oga, and we actually
that.
bought one of his art
Actually.
books.
And I wore this watch just because it's so Ghibli.
Oh, it's on theme? Okay, yeah. Or we're all over the place right now. So, for those who don't know, Kazuo Oga is an art director and also a background artist for Studio Ghibli, and he's worked on a ton of Studio Ghibli films as well as a bunch of other films. So that when you think of like that, those gorgeous nature backgrounds
Yeah.
you see in those Ghibli films, you think of Kazuo Oga, and he actually uses these poster colors. I think that's how these paints got famous.
They told me that
That art book's a great gift idea. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Whisper, whisper.
they used
That
this
was a
exact
loud whisper,
brand.
but
I actually kind of
right
didn't
here.
believe it. I was like, is this true? Like,
Because
so
it's not that expensive.
right? So I had to find out. I did some researching online. I was like, okay, they better use these paints, right? There's a whole 24-minute video
Of him using these paints.
of him using these paints and just like making a masterpiece. And then I like watched throughout the whole thing. I learned some new techniques and
It's like
everything like
Oh,
that.
good, because that means you can teach me, because I don't know anything.
Right. So
Yes.
I'm gonna flip through this book while I
Well,
talk.
if you guys want just a little snippet of what his
they all look
I
great.
guess credentials look like, he was an art director for My Neighbor Totoro, Pompoko, Princess Mononoke, The Tale of Princess Kaguya, and he did background art for movies like Kiki's Delivery Service, Porco Rosso, Whisper of the Heart,
Wow.
Spirited Away, The Cat Returns, which is one of my personal favorites, Howl's Moving Castle, The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, Ponyo, Summer Wars, The Secret World of Arrietty, Mary and the Witch's Flower, The Boy and the Heron. basically, whatever. Like,
All of them.
This man got the receipts, man.
we won't be able to replicate.
No,
Even, like,
no.
Just immediate.
After the video I
No.
watched, he's like, yeah, that was 6 hours. And I was like, let's start
Let's start with like 2.
let's start with baby hours first.
Yeah.
Some
but maybe
baby
we'll get
hours.
good. I don't know.
This looks so difficult. I can't even use any of these as inspo. I don't even
Yeah.
know where to begin.
Also, what's funny is that I learned that you can mix PVA glue with poster paint
Oh, really?
to make it even more thicker. And what's funny is that when I looked up PVA glue, this is what I got. I got these Japanese kids. It looked like at first I thought they were smoking a joint, but if you look, they're just blowing a bubble.
Oh, that's how thick this is?
Yeah.
Wow.
It looks. I thought.
Is that like, do you remember, I don't know if you did this when you were a kid, but like, there was those little, inexpensive toys that used to be sold, like, I think at Dollar Tree, and I think it used to also be sold at Books A Million back when it was, like, more cooler. I'm not saying Books A Million's not cool, but, like, some of their toys were cooler. And it came with like a tiny little straw and like a little tube of something, and you could blow in it and it would make like this really clear bubble, and it wouldn't float, but it was like something
Yeah.
you could kind of touch.
Yeah, I know what
like,
you're talking about.
Is that what that is?
Nah, probably not, but probably
But you know
just
what I'm
something
talking about,
similar in like structure and
Yeah, you know what I'm talking
chemical.
about.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know
That
if
was
it's the same
fun.
thing
I
or
kind of
not.
missed that.
Back when toys
you can
were
mix this, I hope.
just some
But
basic
for the most
thing that
part,
we
we're
could
gonna
spend
be
hours
using
on and
water.
just be
I'm gonna
fine.
paint this quick little scene
You're not using our cool book.
from My Neighbor Totoro. I want to paint leaves, but like fat leaves.
All right. Since we purchased this book, I feel like we must use inspo.
You
from here.
can.
I think I'm not gonna copy it. By the way, I'm just gonna. This
Try
is
and
gonna
do
help
it
me
heel.
lead the way.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do this one because it looks simple-ish, where it won't kill me, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't have like moss growing on the trees. It has a nice blue background and some hills. So this will be my inspo.
Okay.
And let's get
Careful with that water.
to it. Here's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna sketch. We're not even gonna sketch. We're
We're just
jumping
going
in.
in blind.
We're beginners. We're just jumping in. We just want to see how how the paint feels. We're gonna open this and let's get going.
I'm really interested in this. I
paper's
didn't
really
know
fake.
this
You see this?
existed.
Dude, this is sick.
This is sturdy. This could probably hold a lot.
That's a thickum paper.
There's some
Also,
thickum
without
paper.
Scotch tape, you can make a border if you want a clean border.
I want to.
I
yeah.
don't. I
What?
think.
What?
I decided that I'm gonna do
She's
one
so
of these.
shocked.
One of those like it looks like it's
Oh, it's, like, bleeding out.
It's like disappearing into like.
So are you still leaving a border, but you're just like not making it super clean?
Yeah, it's kind of like a border, but like it disappears, I guess. Wow, they are quite beautiful, if I do say so myself. Yep, this is it. Paint.
Hey!
No, paint.
Get out of the way!
Now
Let me
paint.
Mark my territory.
So I'm gonna be. Oh, we're both gonna be using a lot of green, huh?
Yeah, so we should put the green in center. Whoa, it's like yogurt. So discussion time. Before we get into talking about Ghibli, because I figured it's appropriate we bring that topic up since we're working with the Ghibli poster paints.
Yes.
How do you feel about like background art in general? Because for me, anyone who is a regular viewer of my channel knows that I don't really ever do backgrounds.
Yeah, I don't either.
This is just like we're really going off the deep end here.
That is
I'm
some
gonna
thick
watch
paint.
more, Bob Ross.
If I were to hire anyone for my channel for anything, it would be background art.
Big backgrounds. Backgrounds
Yeah,
are
they
hard.
take
gonna do
so
background art.
long, and like I don't know what I'm doing.
Art school, come to me.
Art school, come to me. This is like the ultimate art school come to me exercise.
What am I doing? Look at what happened to my brush. This is so hard.
What was your introduction to Ghibli films, Titus?
Oh, I can tell you exactly.
Tell me the story. Let's take turns. Also, feel free to put in the comments your own story of like if you're a fan of Ghibli films. Maybe you got into it later in life. But yeah, what was your first?
I have a vivid memory of this.
Okay.
Every time I went to Blockbuster when I was young.
Blockbuster, yeah.
Yeah, Blockbuster. There was this. The cover looked like he had a lightsaber. They made his
Oh, Ashitaka.
Yeah, Ashitaka's sword, like kind of like a lightsaber, and I was like, "What is this? And why does it look so cool?" Because I was in that. I loved swords as a kid. I always loved Fire Emblem as
Yeah.
a kid, and I was like, oh my god, like this looks so sick, but it's PG-13. I can't rent it. And then
Such
like,
a good kid.
but like my cousin, he was allowed to have rated M games.
Mm-hmm.
He was allowed to
Oh,
like.
he was a cool cousin?
He had
He was the cool
Verde,
cousin.
which is probably the worst game to
Oh,
have as a
no.
kid because they just throw poop and stuff. Anyways,
Yeah.
he was allowed to have rated R movies and stuff like that, and I was like, can you rent this so we can watch it together? So we watched it at my cousin's house, and it was probably the best movie I ever watched as a kid, and still is today actually, and I rewatched it over like 80 times.
What movie?
Princess Mononoke.
Oh,
The one with
wow.
the lightsaber looking.
Oh, this is like ass.
Trust the process.
No, this is like
Trust
ass,
the
but I don't know how to
process.
do it.
Trust the
Okay.
process.
For me, my very first Ghibli film was when I was like 6 years old. I watched Kiki's Delivery Service. And this is back when... Do you remember going to the public library and they had those cards you could go through to like pick out a VHS tape to bring home?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean the renting cards?
Yeah.
Yep.
It just shows you like the movie title, an image, and then on the back it tells you like synopsis, and you bring it to the librarian.
Oh,
You're
what?
Like,
In mine,
wanna-
you just pick up, like, I want this movie, and then you give it to them. Okay, I don't think it matters. Anyways.
Okay, well, anyways.
He had
So I
both.
saw that, and like my
As
little
time
anime
moved
brain was
on.
like, ooh,
Yeah.
I like this art style, because it would be like a bunch of Disney movies, and like the usual cartoons, and then it was Kiki's Delivery Service. So I watched it, and I really loved it. So I went back to the library, and I was like too young to comprehend that like it's like a specific studio, but I went seeking out like more of that kind of art style, and that's when I came across Princess Mononoke, and I was like, wow, this art looks like the one from Kiki's Delivery Service. I want to watch this one. My parents sat down to watch it with me, and Princess Mononoke's rating is
PG-13.
completely different from Kiki's Delivery Service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the violence, it's like times 10. There's no violence in Kiki's Delivery Service, actually. And it got to the part where someone shot Ashitaka through the chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my parents were like, okay, yeah, no, you're not watching this. And they turned it off.
Wait, how did they get through, like, the arms, like, flinging on the tree? Scene?
I like to imagine they must have, like,
Not been paying
raised an
us.
eyebrow a bit, but we're like, okay.
I'm sorry, editor, you cannot show this clip because the arms are coming out. It's hanging, it's flopping on the
It's like,
tree.
yeah,
Like,
Artist
I'm being, like,
interpretation.
devastated. Because I was like, no, I wanted to see what happened.
damn, you could have been cool.
Yeah, so I
Damn.
didn't get to revisit
Coulda
Princess
been
Mononoke
cool.
until like high school. But the movie that sent me down the hole into like, okay, yeah, I like this, was Spirited Away. And it was
It's usually-
I forgot when in 3rd grade, but it was in
Which one's your favorite? We haven't really talked about that like on
Yeah,
the
I
channel.
was gonna say. So my favorite Studio Ghibli movie, just off nostalgia alone, is Spirited Away. Is the first one that I saw, and mine's like the most run of the mill basic way that you could have possibly gotten into Studio Ghibli films, because Spirited Away was the one Studio Ghibli movie that Cartoon Network played religiously. Really probably shouldn't have been playing it, but they did all the time. So I would just watch that, and then eventually, once I was old enough to realize
What's
what Studio
happening.
Ghibli was,
Yeah.
and could then look up Studio Ghibli movies, the rabbit hole was just full blown.
Yeah.
I was just able to just watch all of them back to back to back. So because I watched Spirited Away like 7 times before watching any other Studio Ghibli movie, it's just ingrained to me to be my favorite one. But I love all the Studio Ghibli movies.
I was gonna say, I don't even think I've seen all of the Studio Ghibli movies.
I probably haven't seen all of them. I know I've
Um,
seen a good, like, at least 75% of them to
Yeah.
be, like,
I
make
feel like I've
at
seen
least
a
accurate.
good bit of them, but I know for a fact I've not seen all of them because like the cat one, I haven't seen that one. I did watch Kiki's. That one was cute, but I do think that was funny because like Spirited Away was my first one. But as much as I watch Cartoon Network, I never saw it on there.
God, it played so much.
So I didn't watch that until my first year of college. Because my roommate was like, you love anime and you love this art style. How have you never watched this? And I was like, I don't know. I've heard it makes me sad, or like it makes people sad. And they were like, we're going to watch it. And I was like, oh God.
Yeah.
And of course it made me sad.
Yeah.
But I loved it. I loved the style, and the storytelling was phenomenal. And then I watched Howl's Moving Castle, and that's my ultimate, like my absolute favorite Studio Ghibli movie.
You don't say.
if-
Looking at our Howl's Moving
if-
Castle display
No,
that we
you
have
can't
over
even
there.
see it, but I've got Hal and Sophie back there, and oh my god, I just love Hal and Sophie. That movie is just makes me happy. I had a point to this. I was going somewhere with this. But yeah, I think I watched Princess Mononoke with my mom, maybe. I think I did because like I showed her Howl's Moving Castle and she loved that, and then we watched Princess Mononoke, and that was such a switch in the story, and I was like, wow, and I love that movie too.
My family was never into watching any kind of like cartoon animated stuff, like 3D animated stuff, like Pixar stuff, and
I just
stuff
remember
like that.
trying
They'll
to
do
get
that.
my dad to watch Howl's Moving Castle because I was thinking he would really enjoy the storytelling of Princess Mononoke. But I was like, he's not a huge animation, like he doesn't watch a lot of animated films. Because, you know, as a grown adult man, thinking cartoons are kind of childish a little bit, which I get it, I understand. But like, I was going to try and get him on that, so we had him watch a little bit of Howl's Moving Castle. You could see the interest, but you could also see the concern because of the witch when she turns into the crow, like the big nose, and he's like, what the fuck is that? So yeah, I don't know if y'all can see our dog being stupid. My ADD just kicked in because I saw her out the corner of my eye. But yeah.
Y'all be sure to let us know your first Studio Ghibli movie and your favorite Studio Ghibli movie in case they're different. It's usually the first one you watch is the one that becomes your favorite, just because it's the one that introduces you to the whole thing.
I do think it's funny that Spirited Away was not my favorite.
It's usually someone's favorite or their first one.
It definitely was my first, and from everyone I know, it's always their first and their favorite, but
for me,
Howl's
it was
Moving Castle,
my first just because it played so much on regular cable television.
Have, like, movie nights in elementary
I was
Wait,
at least
movie night in elementary
at
school?
most I was a
did you
preteen
not?
the first time that I
Day
saw
where,
it,
like,
and I saw
kids
it
can
like
vote for a movie.
multiple
adore
times.
Sophie.
No, I just went home.
Oh, okay. Well, we had a movie day, and we got to vote for a movie to watch. And I think this was around the same time when Spirited Away had won an Oscar. So a lot of the kids in the class knew about it. I didn't, though. I didn't know about it at all. I voted for the Addams Family, but it ended up losing to Spirited Away. And at first I was disappointed because I was like, I don't even know what Spirited Away is. What is that? But then we watched it, and it was like my eyes were opened. I was so inspired.
Yeah.
When I first saw it, I loved it.
Yeah, it's kind of dope.
Yeah, and then I became really obsessed with it. And also I had a crush on Haku because I thought he was really cool.
I feel like every girl had a crush on Haku, I swear.
Or Howl.
Looking at you,
Well, I
Cat.
was just like,
Looking at you, Red.
Yeah, I was just like, you're kind of crazy if you don't, you know? Yo, check out this blue, guys! Yo! Okay!
Let him
Look
cook!
at my sick blue. Look at this blue. This is a sick blue. Come on.
That's a beautiful blue.
Emily, hello?
Can
Anyone
I-
there? Hello?
Emily,
Can I
hello.
restart?
Yeah, if you would like.
God,
have
this
more
is just
papers?
like I just sent you that TikTok. What a nice shade of
Wait,
blue.
what's the
It's
issue?
actually
Wait,
a
what's
yellow.
What's the issue?
Why are you laughing?
You didn't add the leaves yet.
I picked a really difficult piece.
You want to
actually.
switch to a hill? You want to do a hill like me?
Can I switch to a hill?
Oh, shit!
What are you doing? Stop! No, this is
It's
a
okay,
masterpiece.
baby.
You were almost there.
Can't hurt you. She can't hurt you.
My heart
It's
even
okay.
went like, oh
It's
my
okay,
god.
she can't hurt you. She can't hurt you anymore.
Okay, no, the thing is, it's too much. I picked a way too detailed piece. I was overly ambitious. Okay,
It's
and
okay,
now that I
baby,
know
she can't
what my
hurt you.
capabilities are, now
Hurt you.
that I know that my capabilities are I kind of overestimated what I was capable of. We're gonna try this again.
Hey,
Oh,
you painters out there, what do you think of like making circle strokes? What am I doing? What the hell am I doing?
Why? Yours is so nice. Hold on.
It will look better eventually. I trust the process, Emily, unlike somebody.
I don't have the patience for that. Okay, there was another background I was.
I do
kind of
get that,
interested in.
though.
Let me see. You know what?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
comes
do
back
this.
to
It's in the book.
You
but
just in the other
using
room
books, I'm
doing
gonna-
one of your
that's
commission
so
drawings.
pretty. I know that. I have that one.
It should be more doable. It covers more ground. I'm gonna try again. Let's go. I'm speed. I'm gonna catch up with you. You better watch out.
Yeah, wait, let me see
Uh-oh,
that,
so-
too. Wow, look at her go!
Bum, 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 bum.
Oh my god, I gotta tell. Now I gotta tell everybody.
What?
Oh my god. Okay, so I've never watched Initial D.
Oh yeah.
I never did, right? And they just came out with an omnibus of the manga Initial D.
Oh really?
And I
Is
got-
that why you
I
started
got-
reading it?
Yeah, because I got so excited because I was like, oh my god, I've been wanting Initial D, the original manga, for so long, but they don't sell it in America. Now the omnibus just came out. I read the first omnibus. It was like two volumes. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. Then all of a sudden, Emily saw me just watching like car videos like
Yeah.
on YouTube drifting in Tokyo.
It's so funny. I've noticed every time
Yeah.
you read a new manga, your video
Oh,
watch history is like reflecting of like
Right,
the
right.
phase you're going
so
through.
actually, my birthday was like 10 days ago or whatever. Emily took me to Blue Note, which is a jazz bar.
That's
But
cool.
the reason why I wanted to go so bad, I always told her I wanted to go, and she surprised me. I was actually surprised too, by the way.
Oh, I'm glad.
So thank you for taking me.
Of course.
But main reason why I wanted to go to Blue Note was because it's in the manga
Blue Giant.
Blue Giant.
What an experience.
His dream was to play at the Blue Note. So I was like, hey, I want to go to the Blue Note. I think when I was reading,
The manga.
I was reading the Blue Giant. Yeah, I kept saying that. It was so cringe, but I don't care.
It's fun to say.
But,
It's fun to be cringe.
Yeah, it's fun to be cringe. It's
Hell
when you see,
yeah,
like
brothers.
like an outfit, with school uniforms. It's like, wow, just like the anime.
anime.
In a joking kind of like ironic way, but anyways. So like when I like into anime and stuff, like Blue Giant, I was
She
listening
is
to
really
jazz for a
saturating
month
out that
straight.
blue.
And you know what's funny? When a while ago, I was watching like Haikyuu, and I was like, I kind of want to do volleyball.
Yo,
I get that,
you
though.
hear a lot of stories of people getting into sports specifically because of sports anime. I think that's awesome.
No, I have another example actually. That bike show. There's a bike show.
Yeah, there is.
I'm sure
There's
someone
a
in the
lot of
comments
bike
will
shows.
say it, but there's a bike show about racing bicycles, and I was like, I want a bike.
I want a bike.
I want a bike. I want to race.
All
I
of
don't
your
know.
life decisions are based on
It's
whatever.
based off of
Controlled by
anime.
So wait, I'm curious. When you're reading a manga about like music, are you like, how are you? Is that still enjoyable, even though like you can't really hear what they're playing?
Honestly, I like kind of prefer it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I remember when you were going through your Blue Giant phase.
Oh no, you trying to embarrass me right now?
Oh, do you want me to not tell the
Yeah,
story?
you get go ahead. You go.
Okay, I won't tell it if you don't want me to.
I'm not.
I'm
Okay,
s-
go ahead.
I'm secure.
So I remember I was sitting at my desk, and all of a sudden, I hear this noise from the bathroom. I just hear, and I was like, what in the hell is happening? Because I knew Didus was pooping and probably reading manga, but I don't know
Yep.
what the noise
Yep.
was. So I opened the door, and I'm like, what are you doing? And Didus is reading Blue Giant,
Yeah.
and he's imitating the saxophone noises.
Why is that adorable? Like wholesome.
Because like in the manga, they literally have like 5 pages straight, and there's text going.
Trying to like immerse yourself.
Yeah, I was trying to immerse myself in the toilet.
In the toilet.
But why is it always when you're in the toilet?
Because
That-
you got nothing else to do
I
on the
know.
toilet.
But it's just like, why does it always hit hard when you're in the toilet?
Because that's when you can just be serene with
That's
yourself.
like, if you remember, I think I even told you, like, I was watching a video in the bathroom one time, and it was like, somebody was like, I bet you can't do this. Like, it was the equivalent of, like, I bet you can't lick your elbow or something. I wish I could remember what it was because I watched it and I attempted it. And then I just looked at the comments. It's like, who else just tried to attempt this while sitting on the toilet? It's like, why does that,
found your
why is
people.
that the thing?
You have found your people.
But I got tickled.
Anyways, please read Blue Giant if you're into music. Not even into music. Like I wouldn't say I'm hardcore into music. I just like, I do like musical stories.
Yeah.
Like Beck. Beck is like one of my favorite rock stories of all time. And stuff like that.
Your daughter's being
Yeah.
needy.
I'm just easily influenced by anime, which is like, I don't know
Not
if
the
that's a
fault.
good thing or a bad thing.
No,
but
I
hey.
honestly like whatever gets you into like whatever introduces you to different hobbies.
True.
I think it's really good. It's like a good gateway.
I agree with it. Because I remember, actually, Kirk with no basket, I was like, I want to learn how to dribble.
I'm gonna learn how
And
to
my
dribble.
neighbor, like, I was like just dribbling every day. Actually, I actually did this, by the way. I was dribbling every day. And then like my neighbor came out because he never sees me come outside. And he's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm dribbling." And he's like, "Oh wow, I've never seen you outside, so I was just surprised." I was like, "Yeah, I'm just got dribbling. That's all."
Not you calling me out.
Right.
I remember. I'm trying to think.
why are
of,
you
like,
watching
what
for me
manga
outside,
I've
bro?
read that has like inspired me to do other stuff.
Does like art manga not like inspire you?
Like Blue
no,
Period?
like art in manga will inspire me, like the actual art of the manga, but not really manga about art. I actually haven't read that. I think the old.
So that's the thing. So it's just like Blue Period, which was a show that we watched over on our Patreon. We've reacted to it. So if that interests you, link down below. Ren just about hated 90% of everything that was going on in that show at all times. Hated the dude's attitude, hated a lot of the artist's attitude in that show, hated the processes of what they were doing and how they were going about doing things. And this is coming from somebody who, was just fresh out of art school. So
So angry.
it was something. So
Only art school manga I've ever read was like Honey and Clover.
Oh.
I think that's what it was called.
Honey and Clover is I watched the anime, so.
Oh, yeah, I remember, but I think at the time I was too young to really like relate.
Oh my god, wait. Now that you said Honey and Clover, I have to say this now.
Yeah.
So it's actually in the same topic about like inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
At the time when I watched Honey and Clover, I was jobless in my basement, right? And there's a scene where one of the main characters, he takes a bike and he just goes
I remember
straight.
that.
Yeah.
He got hemorrhoids.
Yeah, he just goes straight on a bike and he's just like, they're like, "Where are you going?" He's like, "Straight."
I'm just finding myself.
I'm finding myself, right?
Yeah.
I'm finding myself. That inspired me so much that I told my dad, I was like, "Hey, I might just like take
I might just take off.
on
I
a
was
bike
like,
and go
"Dad, I might
straight."
just take a bike and go like straight for like a month."
Can you do that?
I almost did. I was preparing.
Oh my god.
Like, because you get a tent and everything. You get like a backpack and you carry a tent around. The only problem is that you kind of have to like bum around like
Yeah.
parking lots and stuff, which was kind of shady. Because in Japan, I think it's a lot easier because you could take the bike
Right.
on the countryside.
And like, yeah, there's a lot of like,
In
I don't know, internet
America?
cafes you can go.
Yeah.
In America, they're just gonna steal your phone and
Yeah.
probably like I don't
It's
know,
not
piss on
safe.
you.
No.
Who knows? God knows what they're gonna do in America.
But
It's
you
not
almost
safe.
Did it because of Honey and Clover.
I
Dude,
almost
I
did.
remember that. Oh my god.
Did I tell you?
No.
Oh, you mean the part
Like,
that
I remember that part of the manga. I remember being confused. Because, like, okay, at the time, I was in, like, middle school, right?
Yeah.
So I had no concept of, like, someone not knowing themselves. Or, like, not being sure of their identity. So, at the time, as a kid, I was like,
Dude, I feel
I
like
don't get it.
no, I feel like maybe it's a dude thing, but like I feel like everyone should go on like a spiritual trip. Not a spiritual trip. That sounds like taking drugs. Anyways, go and find yourself. Like no, because when you're around people, like all the time, you're perceived. Your brain is being perceived from others around you. If you leave
Like, you're
all that
influenced by
stuff
other people,
and you're
yeah.
just by yourself, even if you just walk on a hike by yourself, you start like thinking about what you actually want instead of what other people want, right? I feel like I'm a motivation like YouTube talk guy now.
I feel like you would be the type to, like, just, like, F off for, like, 3 months.
I am. I almost did. What stopped me was I'm gonna be honest, it was America.
I mean,
You're like a
honestly,
bug.
though.
You end up in Boston and just get your shit
No,
started.
because like when you're riding a bike in America, it's all like boring sidewalk, like highway.
Yeah, there's not much to look at.
Yeah. And I was kind of jealous.
It's not very bike friendly.
I was jealous of the when him like being able to bike in cool scenery and stuff like that. I was a little jealous about that because I was like, what am I gonna get? Highways? Like
Yeah.
get clipped by a bunch
And
of
it's just
cars.
not
I
safe.
want cities to be more walkable.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yes.
gonna say. I was like, can we get like New York is walkable, of course. But like
But, like, that's about it.
but that's it. It's like, come on, like can
Yeah.
we please
Yeah.
just like update the road so like it doesn't look like you're in this desolated parking lot every time you walk.
Yeah.
Dude, the number of times I just wanted to go somewhere that was like 5 minutes away, and it was like a journey. And,
Yep.
like, oh my god, because there's like no
Sidewalks
sidewalks.
just
The
end. Yep,
sidewalk
sidewalks
ends.
ends randomly.
Oh, I
Yeah.
think we did. Actually.
Oh no, I think it was like the boys. The boys did that.
Oh,
Because the girls
okay.
were doing like a spa day or something.
Yeah.
And the boys were just like, hey, let's just walk
Let's just walk.
Oh, let's just walk
That's such
somewhere.
a guy activity. Let's
But-
just wander.
Right? But all we ended up was under like this bridge that was like a highway. And that's the farthest we got. And then the sidewalk disappeared. The sidewalk was gone. So we're
Literally,
like, where
that
the
that
heck
image
did we
right there,
walk?
Yeah,
everywhere
I
in the
remember-
States,
oh my God,
everywhere.
This reminds me. I think the most like, this is when I got really surprised about how unwalkable an area could be.
Mm-hmm.
I remember like years ago, can't believe it's already been years, but years ago when I did the Scribble Showdown tour in the States, one of our stops was Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
But the area we stopped in, like the hotel we were at, it was in like the
Right.
middle of this highway area where you'd have
Right.
to, and it's just a Walmart 20 minutes away that you can't walk to.
Yeah.
You have to drive there.
Yeah, the hotels strategically trap you, so you
Yeah.
have to buy their condiments and stuff. I mean, they're like the breakfast and their food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They trap you.
And I remember like, because normally at a stop you'd want to go out and explore, right?
Yeah.
But I remember in Baton Rouge specifically, in that area we were in, we literally couldn't do anything. We just stayed in our hotel room.
I know, it's like you get punished for
Yeah.
trying.
Mm-hmm.
it's like, oh, that
Pretty
one day I
much.
kind of want to walk. But like, I get it. You can drive to a park and then you can get out and then you can walk in the park. But I still feel like it's not the same as like sporadically just walking.
Going
yeah.
to
It's
an
not
adventure.
fair if you're like in a mood.
Like sometimes Didas and I will just, if we want a day where we just want to get our steps in, we'll literally just get on the subway, pick a random stop, and just wander. And like
See,
you're
that
bound to
sounds
run
so
into something
nice.
interesting,
Right.
which
like,
I really like.
I like that. You can do that in New York too, which is good. But yeah, I do like that. I do like when you can just walk
Yeah.
and get rewarded for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the number of times that I have, like, I don't know, I just run into like an art exhibit or something, or just something cool happening.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Like, okay, disclaimer, I never want to be that like annoying ass person who's like, everything's so much better in Japan.
Right.
Because okay, obviously Japan has its own set of problems, like
Yeah.
every country does.
Yep.
Right.
I don't want to pretend like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's the most perfect, it's a utopia almost, because people who
Yeah.
talk like that
People
so
romanticize
annoying.
Yeah, no, I
it.
Yeah.
agree.
Um,
We're specifically just talking about like
yeah,
the walking
when it
culture.
comes to like the walkability
Yeah.
and like how easy and accessible it is to get like to cross like long distances
Mhm.
without the use of a vehicle,
yeah.
it's great, and I never want to take it for granted. Like I don't miss driving.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
See, that's what we've talked about, just wanting that
Yeah.
so much, and that just reminds me again, like whenever I was in Hong Kong, because it was that, like, you just get on the subway or get on a bus, and
Yep.
then you can just walk. It's like, it's the walkability, and it's honestly the words,
Yes, those words.
market, like the freshness,
Yeah.
the freshness of food, like the meat, the vegetables, the fruit, I guess people don't realize, like, I know all over TikTok, all over the internet and the news, like, everybody here in America hears about, like, the shit that's in our food.
Yeah.
And, like, why it's banned in other countries. But it's like, you really don't understand what good quality ingredients are until you go to a place like
That has
that
them,
that
yeah.
has it, because it is phenomenal, like just the smells in general. But that's what I love and want,
Yeah.
the ability to not have to drive anywhere
Yeah,
and
exactly.
everywhere.
Yeah.
And just to get on like a subway, like the train, and pick a random spot and just go walk, have
Yeah.
an adventure, because it's so big. Like, you're never going to get bored. There's always something new.
Get tired of walking, you can stop in anywhere. You're gonna be near something you can stop into, take a break.
Yeah, and it's one of those two. Like, I know, was it Emily or is it Didas who lived in New York? Emily? Didas. Like, New York is amazing, and I
Yeah.
love New York, but New York has kind of, as the world has gotten a little shittier, it's gotten a little sketchier, and it's just one of those where I imagine Japan's the same way that I felt in Hong Kong, where it's like, I swear I got on the buses or the trains at 1:00 and I did not fear for my life. And it's like the thought
Won't
of
ever
being
have that
able,
here in the States.
yeah, no, but seriously, the thought of being able to walk at night just
She'll go to a concert with one of our friends sometimes, and it'll just be one of those, okay, but where are y'all going? Because I have to know where y'all are
Yeah.
going and how late y'all are going to be out.
Yeah.
And there one time, I don't remember which concert it was, but and I don't remember the exact plan, but the point is their plan was not safe by the time the concert was over, the original plan. And me and her dad were both like, no, don't
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
I don't care what the new plan is, but that is not going to be their plan.
yeah, no, because
Just
that was
no.
but it's just one of those where it's like the thought of being able to be in a place where always anywhere you go, safety is still going to be a thing because
Yep.
in their own right or
Yeah.
situation, like I completely get it, but it's like again the thought of being able to be in a place that encourages safe walking and food, safe eating, like safe ingredients, and then safety just sounds really amazing. I want
Right?
that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so I really enjoy it so far. Okay.
But actually, with Japan, I feel like it's people are like, oh yeah, it's healthier over here. It's healthier over there. It must be easier to lose weight.
Oh, like food wise?
Yeah, food wise. I'm talking about food wise.
It's kind of ironic.
you guys know.
beef with Japan.
Little do you guys know, it is so hard to eat healthy here. It's so
Yeah.
hard to eat clean. Everything's fried. Everything you eat
Has
rice.
rice, carbs.
Everything has
Yeah.
rice and carbs. They always try to feed you like everything is salted to the max. So even if you kind of have to buy your own groceries.
I don't
when
usually
you do
hear
buy
about
your
it being
groceries,
healthier.
when
I
you buy
hear about it being
vegetables, they
easier
don't
to
give you
get
enough.
large
You
quantities
have
of
to-
food for
Oh, you have to buy a
cheaper.
lot.
a
Yeah.
decent amount of vegetables, and that'll be gone in a day.
I will say meat is surprisingly cheap. Oh, specifically chicken, which is
Yeah.
made cooking
We only know about this
Good.
because we're spamming chicken.
chicken and broccoli.
Just like
I'm
what we do.
spamming chicken.
Yeah.
You're spamming chicken
Chicken
and broccoli.
I like it though. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
But I do like eating yummy. Yo, you know, I miss American Chinese food. I know I said it, but I'm gonna say it again. I miss American Chinese food. Bring it to me.
Dude, so often I ask, like, how do people in Japan, like, stay so skinny? And I've come to the conclusion that it has to, like, half of it has to be genetics. I'm
It's
like,
definitely
Oh, yeah.
genetics.
no
It's
way, you
definitely
guys
genetics.
are walking enough
Yeah, no, 200% genetics.
to, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually true.
Like, when you come to Japan, I have to say, like, if you're gonna go clothes shopping in Japan, I really hope you have a good handle on your self-esteem, because nothing will make you feel bigger than
Yeah.
trying to shop
Yeah,
for
didn't you just
clothes in
order?
Japan.
You ordered 2 skirts.
Yeah, I got a skirt, and I was like, oh, large, because the sizes were small, like extra small, medium, and large, and extra large. And I was like, oh, well, since I'm like a small to medium in the States, I'm probably a large in Japan, because I'm a large in Korea.
Psych.
And then I forget that like Korea sizes and Japan sizes are also completely different. Because I'm pretty sure, I need to double check. I'm pretty sure like Koreans on average are like bigger and like taller than people in Japan.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
the
they're
size is a
built.
little-
They're built different for sure.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm like an extra large in Japan. That's crazy.
That's crazy because you're not even close to that. You are pretty skinny in my eyes.
So I'm like, I don't like. What do you do? How do you go clothes shopping? And because in Japan, a lot of times, especially for girls, I don't know for guys, when you go clothes shopping, a lot of stuff will say like free size, which means one size fits all. Biggest goddamn lie. Yeah, anytime I go clothes shopping, if I see something that says like free, I'm like, yeah, I'm not fitting in that. Like I'm not even gonna try it on. I'm walking away.
Every time we buy like a shirt and it says L, no, it's actually a medium.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
an
yeah.
American medium.
Yeah, I tried buying you. Okay, I tried buying you pajama shirts recently for your
Yeah.
birthday, and I got an extra large because I was like, surely an extra large will do. No, it didn't. So now I use it as my pajama shirt. I don't know. It's just crazy.
Oh, this is looking really good.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you getting the big block bases down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the cloud is kind of like a detail, so you kind of want to do that at the end.
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid that right now.
I think working on the grass first would be good, and then move your way towards the water. Add some darks here because it's not very dark here, and you see how it's light there.
Oh.
So you kind of want to go like dark here, light, dark. So
Oh, like the water?
I would work on the grass first,
Okay.
and then add the flowers at the very last moment.
Okay.
This is flowers are detail, So you want to work on
I
the
don't even know
grass.
what to look at. That's crazy. Okay.
And remember, I think you actually have it here.
It's crazy.
Which means like the farther something is away,
Oh,
the
more,
lighter
like-
it becomes.
Oh,
Because
okay,
it's
so
back in
it's more
space.
opaque when it's closer. Okay.
Yes, yeah. You want to make it like it's kind of fading away.
Yeah.
In the fog, right?
Okay.
So that's good. This is a very good start, honey.
Thanks. Thank you.
I'm not a background expert. I'm just doing what I know.
Yeah, no. I appreciate it. I need that for that.
Well, it's fun just painting and yapping. Like I don't know, is painting?
I know.
I feel like
It's
it's easy to yap when
therapeutic.
you're painting
I was
instead of
gonna
drawing.
just
Like
talk about
you
like
and our
background
friends
art
doing
in
the
general,
Bob
but we
Ross
kinda moved
night
past
that
it
one
was
so
so
time.
nice.
Let's go back.
I was
man.
like,
Happy little
yeah.
X.
For a while.
We don't do it. Anyways,
Guys, my neck.
what?
I'm getting the artist neck.
Whoa, this looks pretty. What the heck? This looks. Sorry, I like spit on you.
Not that hot.
Okay.
I don't mind. I just wish I was a little bit better, but I don't mind background painting.
I love how like you're using this for the first time in your life, and you go, "I wish I was better. I wish I."
Don't we all?
Me too.
That's the artist, and you can.
Yeah. I wish I didn't suck.
Ren will be over here trying something for the first
Would you
time
ever
and
wanna
trying
record
a
an
completely
ASMR
different art
episode?
style
Yeah,
and
please.
medium
Do
and
you
be
listen to
like,
ASMR?
God, I
No.
think it looks awful.
Why not?
Like
I
you
don't
just
know.
tried it
I
for
don't-
you've been at it for
really-
2
I
hours.
wish I understood. I understood the appeal of it.
Do you not get the tingles?
No, I'm just like, get off my ear.
Get out of my ear, bro. What the heck?
I don't know. Like, I wish I was, because people are like who are into it. It seems like they love it and they fall asleep to it like every night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know what I do? I spam the fan noise. The fan noise is my ASMR.
Wait, that is true. You like white noise.
Yeah, I told
We both
Emily,
like white
I
noise.
need to buy a fan pronto. It's the only way I could sleep.
Oh, dude, I remember when we were furniture shopping. It was so funny. You went to the fan section and you were getting annoyed because all the fans were being advertised as like makes no noise, and you're
Yeah.
like, that's the opposite of what I want to hear. And like a cheap ass fan.
That's
You
so
looked at
funny.
the reviews. If people were complaining about how loud it was, you're
Yeah.
like, this is perfect.
Yeah, that's so funny.
This is a fan for me.
That's so true. Anyone like that in the comments, please?
I don't know who prefers like total silence when they
I
sleep.
don't.
I
I can't.
used-
Psychopaths.
Really? That's surprising.
But
I
then I
never
discovered
could.
the fan and it was game over. It's game over from there.
So there's no other white noise? I like the sound of rain?
Oh, rain's nice.
Oh,
But
I
I
love
don't
the
like
sound of
artificial rain.
Oh, like you can tell it sounds too fake.
Yeah, I can just tell.
Same.
I don't know, it sounds like from the.
But like a real thunderstorm, oh my
Okay,
God,
I
I'll
actually
be
don't
out
listen to
in
ASMR as
minutes.
much as I used to. I used to listen to it a lot because it
Ren
did
doesn't
help
like
me
the
fall
storms.
asleep.
Yeah,
But then I think I
said you don't like the storms.
what's the word?
No, I don't.
grew,
But I
like,
can
a,
fall asleep to them immediately.
resistance? Is that the
I
word?
love rain.
Really?
I
You
just
did?
hate.
Yeah, like I wasn't
Thunder
getting the
and
tinglies
lightning.
anymore.
You were trying,
Thunder
you
and
were
lightning
trying to
is the
listen to it, like as we were
part of the
sleeping, and I'm like,
Horrified.
I can't. I was like, give me the, turn it off. Give me the fan. Give me the fan. I can't.
You were not into it.
Okay, you know what? I listen to everything when there's just audio playing, and I don't know, like, the fan is just a constant noise.
Yeah. Oh, you
That-
don't like it when they switch up?
Yeah, because I'm listening, I'm like, oh, when they're gonna switch up? Oh, they switched up. Then I'm like, oh, what he's gonna do next? Oh, yeah, I hear that, and I'm like hyper focusing on like what they're
Different
doing.
noises.
Yeah.
What is it? I remember when it was near Christmas time, I started playing like these like really pretty soft music box and piano renditions of Christmas music to fall asleep.
Oh yeah.
And it was really nice. I would play it every night starting from like October. So crazy.
Emily.
Didas ended up banning it because there was one playlist I turned on and we got woken up at like 5 in the morning. Loud out of nowhere. And ever since then, every time I tried to play Christmas music, the soft Christmas music, Didas was like, no, I can't risk my sleep getting interrupted like that again.
I favor my sleep. It's very important.
It is super important.
It's very important for me. I'm always like, no, I need the 7 hours. If I don't get the 7 hours, I can operate at 5, but I need at least 7. I try to always get 8, but it always ends up 7.
Yeah, no, I get that.
I always try for 8.
I try now to get more sleep.
You've been sleeping good now.
Yeah.
You
It's
used to
really
not sleep.
bad.
Yeah, it was really bad. I had to lecture like all the time. I'm like, hey, you're grumpy because you're not
Hey!
sleeping. Grumpy pants?
Not the grumpy pants.
Okay.
Oh
We should
shit!
paint every episode.
It's all
Hey
coming
guys,
together.
announcement. I'm leaving Spilding.
It'd be so boring just by myself. I'd probably quit too. It'd be so boring. I'd be like, hey guys. I'd probably be more informational, I guess. But like, that's boring. I don't know.
I'm not actually quitting.
I'm thinking, I'm like, they're right. Ah, Emily! There's a hair! Help! Help! Help!
It's probably your hair.
I don't care. Get it out. Ew! I need a break. Ow!
Was in a mood though.
What the fuck?
Bro.
Sorry. I
Sorry.
can't control myself.
It's me.
Okay, next time I feel like
It
we
is
need
you.
to keep the white part like clean.
Oh, so like pour our own white?
Yeah.
Think so?
Because I need like pure white for this cloud, but it's a bit tinted. It's hard.
Pure white. No. Oh, Emily! It's time. Oh, my book.
What?
It's time. To mix with PVA glue.
Wait, why?
Because it makes the paint thicker.
What does that have to do with anything?
So it'll make her white, like Omega thick.
Oh, I don't need to be that thick.
You said you wanted pure white.
I mean,
Come on, I bought this thing. Come on, use it.
I bought this thing.
Come on,
Use it.
Why do I have to be the guinea pig for this?
Please.
Please.
Okay, it does feel a bit thicker.
It does?
I think
Oh,
so.
yeah, look at that. That's like pure white. It worked! The PVA mixing worked!
Well, we'll see how it dries.
I'm just happy that my purchase was
Not in vain.
non-vain, yeah. Alright, I'm tired of, I'm going in with the special brush. I'm ready.
Ooh, snap. Okay.
Here it is.
Oh,
That's very
man.
The fine
fancy.
detailed brush. Let's
That
see what I
knicker
can
brush.
do. Alright, so what I'm learning is that, like, when you add water, it just extends, like, the paint further. Wow, pretty. Wow.
Oh,
No.
oh, oh.
No, I spilled.
Spilled ink.
That's illogical. That's what you
Splash. What? No. 0 out of 10 for not adding the splash at the end.
It's so hard just to paint a simple hill. I'm sure there's, like, a technique where you can do this in, like, 3 seconds. Almost done? Wow, beautiful. I'm impressed, Emily. You normally would just stop now.
Hey!
You would be like, okay, I'm done.
What do you mean? Honestly, true. Facts. I would. I'm not even gonna hide it. I would. I would have given up by now.
I need this rock gray. Is there gray somewhere?
Oh, you have to probably mix black and white.
No, I remember there was gray. There was, I swear.
Oh, right here.
Hey, it was hiding. You hit it.
Sorry, I didn't
French
mean to.
gray. There we go.
Look at that rock.
Oh shit.
That was a good ass rock.
These are surprisingly like difficult to work with. IMO.
Yeah, I agree.
You agree?
Yeah, what makes it so difficult is that, like, you could do, like, really good work on one area, and like I said, once you put a new color down, it doesn't mix with it, it just overwrites it.
Yeah.
So you're constantly you constantly have to pick the right color, I feel like. Unless we're doing it wrong, which we probably are.
Yeah.
Maybe, I think, next time we should do what Olga did and wet the paper first, and that will make it more watercolory. Yeah.
The details are all coming together.
All right.
Wow, we are done.
It's like kind of lopsided in the footage.
What's lopsided?
Wow, gorgeous.
I think his is more greener.
Yeah, I think his is more warm toned.
Yeah, his is more warm. My son's down.
This looks good.
My son is
really
down.
Look at that.
That looks good.
Look at all of that texture. This looks so art school. I could see this being put up
Let's see.
as like an exhibit. Wow! Are you happy with how it turned out?
Yeah, for my first time with poster paint,
Yeah,
you know,
this is
That
your
looks
first
really
time.
It looks
That's
really
crazy.
fucking
This
good.
turned out really good.
I could see that you can go hours and
Let's
hours
do
on
that.
the detail.
Oh yeah,
Right.
100%.
I was starting
it.
getting
I
like
hear you.
meticulous at the end. I was like, okay, this blade of grass needs to be here. This blade of grass
Yeah,
needs
especially
to
this
fall
area.
off.
This area looks like it was annoying.
I just did random BS
Oh.
there, actually.
Cool.
I think the back hills were annoying because they're like, the paint was
It-
hard to control.
It feels very Monet.
It could use more contrast and more fine detail, but you know, we didn't paint 8 hours like Oda.
Yeah, no,
Oga,
I-
we did it
Oh,
again. We
oh.
did it again. Oga, sorry,
Oga.
Oga. But yeah, now is your turn.
Oh god, okay. Here is my completed piece. Is it? Oh, sorry. I made the water not straight. It's like kind of curved.
I know that's
Yeah.
a happy accident. This
It's
is
a little
I like
this
curved.
is beautiful. I love how 3D the pond looks and the reflection. I see it
Oh,
right.
really? My
reflection here.
favorite. I like how
The mountains look good.
I like how the mountains turned out. I was kind of surprised because I was dreading working on the
This
mountains.
mountain looks really good.
Hell yeah.
Thanks. But yeah, this
It
was
looks
fun.
really good.
It was a lot easier to
You
do
you
than
actually
the
liked
Totoro
it?
one.
You liked it?
Yeah, I think for my first time, I don't hate it.
I think we did a great job.
We did a good job for our first time.
We
Honestly,
painted. How long has it been? 4 hours.
yeah, it's been like 4 hours.
Okay, maybe we could have done better, shorter. But hey, this hard edge, clean edge thing is so you.
You think so? Oh,
Because you're a clean artist,
wow, that's true.
and mine's just like, whack
I like
Not
it
the
though.
wank.
for the.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Yeah. It looks like it's doing that
Wow.
artsy thing.
These turned out really good. Yay!
Wow, we should work for Ghibli.
Hello,
No.
No,
No, you're funny.
So, anyways, guys,
Yeah.
I think this was a fun video to make.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this is our first time with poster paint, so if you want to get your poster paint,
Yeah, go to Zen Plus and you will get shipping from Japan, from Japanese sellers.
and honestly, you gotta buy.
We have this book that we got.
You have to buy the brush, honestly, because this brush, like the fine point, is
Oh, you
so
like
good for
it?
detail. Yeah, this is a very good brush. I'm be honest. Also, if you want to make thicker paint, mix it with PVA with the white. That's how she got such white colors. Really cloudy. I think it helped a little bit.
Yeah, I think so.
Also, another thing is you definitely want different size of brushes because what if you're working on
Yeah,
jot it down real
to
quick.
get different textures and whatnot, cover more surface area.
Mix your water, always change it.
Gross.
And then if you want to get this book,
I got that off Amazon. I think
yes,
they
it's
also
off
have it in
Amazon.
the States, but it's in Japanese.
Yeah. Oh,
Ah,
we
you're
scanned
just looking at the
Yeah,
little
that's okay.
pictures.
No, we did.
Yeah, look at that. Oh no, that's
No,
part
that's
of the
part of the
painting?
cover.
Oh, it is.
Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Spilled Ink.
That was real nice.
Baby, we need to do it.
All right, you guys heard her. She keeps wanting to do the art. You guys are gonna have to hit up our Patreon link down below and help support us so we could afford to buy the stuff
gonna
to do
say-
it because we can't do it right now.
Yeah.
We don't got the monies
I was gonna
to
say
be
that.
spending on traditional art supplies.
It is expensive. I think what would be fun to do is sorry, my brain.
Not the
My
brain.
brain is dead. Until we can afford to get all these different mediums and
Uh huh.
good stuff.
Yeah.
I will charge up my old iPad
Uh huh.
and you can use it.
Oh,
And we
God.
can do it digitally.
Oh jeez.
It won't be the same because, like, obviously we can have the undo button.
Mm-hmm.
That would actually be kind of a fun challenge, though. Like, do it, but no erasing.
I'm erasing.
No erasing, no
I'm
undo.
gonna erase it.
Because they have watercolor brushes.
Mhm.
So, I think that'd be fun.
Hmm.
I think we should do that. Do y'all want that?
Thank you guys for the
Mira
continued
wants it.
support. Whoa,
Whoa,
now.
now. But Mira says yes.
We will see you guys for the next
do it,
video. I hear you.
Then let's do it.
Eventually. Bye.